Hi everyone, and welcome to Dynamite or Mike. I, Joey Styles, with Tony Schiavone and Taz. And today on Dynamite or Mike, we already have Shrek in the ring with Gunther. So let's see, Tony Schiavone said, what are they going to say? Well, I can tell you one thing, Gunther is irked and angered with Shrek. I can tell you that much, Taz says. First off, you come out here, Gunther, and you talk about how you're God's gift to skilled wrestling. You know, we got it, we have to hit, we got the help, we gotta keep skilled wrestling. Sports Lee is killing skilled wrestling. You know, Gunther, it's a double standard with you, because I don't think you care about skilled wrestling, sports lee, whatever anyone wants to call it. It's all about you thinking you're greater than everyone else, but at the end of the day, you're not. Oh yeah, you had a long unbeaten streak when you went to WWE, were in NXT UK, and yes, you held the WWE NXT UK winnings for a long time. And who was the first wrestler to beat you? Ali Dragunov. Then you went from NXT UK to NXT, did all right for yourself. You didn't hold anything there. Then you went to SmackDown, and then you won the W Interland Body winnings and held that for nearly only 2 or 3 years. And then who was the next wrestler that beat you after that? Sami Zayn. After that, you went to Raw, bullshitted yourself, and then you won the World Heavyweight winnings. And who was the only other wrestler to ever beat you? When it was fighter fight fighter, for the crown, for the capstone winnings, it was Cody Rhodes. So only 3 wrestlers had beaten you in your whole time, Gunther. Ala Dragunov, Sami Zayn, and Cody Rhodes. And you can't handle losing to any wrestler or any fighter. What I can't stand, Shrek, is an ogre like you with the TWF Pennsylvania Reich winnings. You're not even from the 4-1 Reichs. You're not from Pennsylvania Reich. You're not from Allegheny Share. You're not from Portview Borough near. So you shouldn't be holding on any of that shit. Oh, I know I can beat you. Yeah, while you were given away to the Vinlander thrift metal 2 times. Where I came from Walmart. Is it going to be about what shop we came from? Is this like when Medusa was fighting Seth Rollins and was shaming him for coming from Big Lots when she came from Amazon or Strong Woman or whatever? Because if that's what it's going to be, Gunther, for your need, a lot of dolls came from a lot of unlike shops. And you thinking you're greater than me because you came from Walmart. Well, great for you, then, if you think that. Alright, Daniel Bryan says, yeah, and I came from the Salvation Army, or the Helping Fighting Arm, Friffin' Gift Middle. So, Friffin' Give Middle, does that really mean much? Alright, Gunther, you seem to think you're the greatest wrestler, the greatest fighter out here. Why don't you show it? Here today on Dynamite or Mike, we're going to see Shrek fight Gunther for the TWF Pennsylvania Reich winnings. And we're going to do that match now. Well, you got it. Alright, gotta get the hair in the ring. This match is for the TWF Pennsylvania Reich winnings. First, he is Gunther, and he is the TWF Pennsylvania Reich fighter, Shrek. Ding. And you know Shrek is one of the very few wrestlers, Joey Styles says, to have beat Gunther since Gunther came to the Toy Wrestling Gathering the 10th month of last year from Walmart. Yes, he did. And Gunther right now thinks he is God's gift to skilled wrestling. You know, and he's beating up Shrek right now. Joey Styles says, well, Tony Schiavone said Gunther is also shamed at Shrek from coming from the Vinlander fifth middle and to be given away from there. You know, Joey Styles says, I mean, I came from Walmart, right? Yeah, Tony Schiavone says, and I came from Ringside Gathering, so. And Taz, where did you come from? 1, 2, and a kick out. Well, the first doll of me, the Toy Biz doll, came from Big Lots. This other doll of me, I guess, came from the Vinlander fifth middle, so what? But I could see Shrek is getting his rear handed to him by Gunther, formerly Walter. And Shrek is going to learn that you need to onlook the skilled wrestling ring. And if you don't, you have no business being in there, Taz says. Wait a minute, Shrek came back. A body slam on Gunther. Another body slam. Shrek is going to get ready for the Ogre Splash, which is kind of like Brodus Clay's hold during Brodus Clay's run in WWE. You know, when he was on NXT and then later on, you know, on Raw. Well, when he was on NXT before they put him on Raw, but this is before the team breakup ended, and then they ended up offshooting him, you know, back to NXT again for that. Taz says 1, 2, and a kick out. Shrek only got 2, Joey Styles says. And don't forget, Brodus Clay went on to go to NWA and become the NWA heavyweight fighter. Anyway, Shrek's coming up from the top steeple. Shrek just missed. And Gunther is going to beat this DreamWorks, you know, Comcast self, Shrek. Tony Schiavone said, and Gunther is living up to his name, the ringleader. Yeah, Joey Styles said a might slam, and he doesn't give any onlook to anyone. He wants everyone else to onlook him, but he don't want to give onlook to anyone else. You know, Tony Schiavone says. You know, Joey Styles says in this work, you got to give onlook to get onlook. You know. I can tell you one thing right now, Joey and Tony. Gunther could care less about onlook. Taz says, when I was wrestling, I played the heel more times than not. And onlook is at least something I never had for anyone. And now Shrek just missed again. Gunther thinks he's going to beat Shrek now with the sleeper, Joey Styles says. Will Gunther beat Shrek here? Will Gunther become the 2-time TWF Pennsylvania Reich fighter? Joey Styles says. Only time can tell, Tony Schiavone said, that happens or not. If Shrek yields to Gunther here today on Dynamite or might. The Fight Lord's going to make Cena happens, Taz says. And we all know Shrek's going to give in and yield to Gunther. Ding, ding, ding. Oh, here is your winner in the new TWF Pennsylvania Reich fighter, Gunther. And Gunther is now the TWF Pennsylvania Reich fighter, you know, for the 2th time, Joey Styles says, by beating Shrek here today on Dynamite or Mike. Joey Styles says, well, that was kind of, no one saw that coming, Tony Schiavone says. We all thought that Shrek would have beat Gunther, and he would have still been, you know, the TWF, you know, Pennsylvania Reich fighter, Tony Schiavone says. But sadly, you know, that did not happen. Tony Schiavone says, no, it did not happen at all, Taz says. I mean, no one saw it coming. No one thought that Gunther was going to beat Shrek here today on Dynamite, or Mike, what he did, Taz says. And now we got a TWF Pennsylvania Reich fighter we can all be happy with. Alright, take it away now, Sarah Shaver. Now take it away now, Sarah Shiver. Sarah Shaver. Sarah Shiver. Thank you, Joey Styles and Tony Schiavone. I'm going to be talking with Gunther here today on Dynamite or Mite. So, you're now a two-time TWF Pennsylvania Reich fighter, Gunther, or Walter. How do you feel? First off, Sarah Shiver, how I feel is none of your business. I beat that ogre Shrek. I beat that DreamWorks Comcast self. Shrek had no business being a TWF Pennsylvania Reich fighter because he wasn't from Pennsylvania Reich. He wasn't from Allegheny Share. Well, and you're not from Allegheny Share or Pennsylvania Reich. You're not from the 4-1 Reichs. You're from Austria's land. Well, at least I bring on, look, to the TWF Pennsylvania Reich winnings, something Shrek knows nothing about. So, I am now a two-time TWF Pennsylvania Reich fighter, and Shrek, that ogre, he's not going to be getting it back anytime soon. Well, the TWF oversight team, the TWF matchmaking team might not stand with that, and you need to see yourself fighting Shrek again sooner or later. If I gotta fight Shrek again, I will beat that ogre like I did before. Well, that's my talk with Gunther. Back to you, Joey Styles and Tony Schiavone. Well, thank you, Sarah Shiver, for talking with Walter or Gunther here today on Dynamite or Mite. And that's all the time we got here for Dynamite or Mite. I, Joey Styles, with Tony Schiavone and Taz. We hope you like Dynamite or Mite, and we'll see you tomorrow for Impact or Hit.